Right, everybody. Now, this is a celebration, so you know what that means.
Oh, we're not singing again, are we, Dave?
Come off it. A night without singing is like a day without sunshine.
My name's Rory Kinnear and I play Dave Fishwick in The Bank of Dave.
I've told you, I'm not a bloody bank.
And I've told you, maybe you should be. One that helps out the locals.
Bank of Dave is the story of a man, Dave, in Burnley, who was outraged by what he saw as the sort of insular world of banking, took it upon himself to try and investigate a new way of doing things, one that looked after a little bit more the individual rather than sort of seeing it as a sort of a mass of units, and try and prioritise those individuals within communities and how those communities that were perhaps overlooked by the big banks and those people whose needs were overlooked because of many different factors, how they could perhaps better be served by a smaller and more localised banking industry.
Okay. Second loan I made were to Jamie.
Okay.
Come out here one morning, it was quiet. His Bamford packed up. That's how we made a living. Of course. But with no bank account, no address, where were he supposed to turn? So I got him a new one and he paid me back £2 a week. Never missed a single payment. Good on you, Jamie.
Look, Dave, you all right?
I am Jo Hartley and I'm playing Nicola Fishwick, who is Dave Fishwick's wife.
So, what do you think?
About what?
This bank thing.
Well, last time I checked, you saw minibuses.
Yeah, I know, but you're not a bank that serves the whole community.
You was a banker. Well, you didn't go to Eton, you didn't go to Oxford, and you don't talk posh. Do you really think you could take them buggers on at their own game?
I suppose when you put it like that. Makes me really want to give it a go.
Oh, well, I'd put my money in Banker Dave.
Would you?
Yeah.
Come on then.
And so the film's about him kind of fighting the banking system and working with Hugh, the lawyer, who's played by the wonderful Joel Fry.
I would urge you to listen to the evidence we have before deciding which side you're on.
You know, it's a very altruistic story and yeah, it's exciting, so it's lovely to be part of that. I mean, I'm really present in the film and I don't sort of say much, but Nikki is like that in real life, you know, she's kind of she's the strong, silent partner that's been there, and she said to me, like, Dave kind of goes to her for a lot when he's making decisions and he listens to her. And I guess some of the scenes with Rory, just like the little intimate scenes or the moments that we have together, you know, I really wanted to find that because I knew they'd been together a long, long time. I mean, what kind of world do we live in where you can get prosecuted for trying to help those who need it the most?
That's all we're doing.
My character is Hugh, and he's a lawyer hired by Dave to help set up this bank. And he goes to do that, and he lives in London, and he goes up to Burnley to help.
Anyway, I said you'd head up there today.
What, to Burnley? Burnley. I look for Burnley. Burnley. So they speak in Burnley, Burnley. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for Finsbury Gate. No? Fishwick Motors?
Dave's place.
Yeah, Dave's place. Yeah.
Right. We'll get this end turned into the direction. Straight on past Tesco Metro, 4 down on left, right over at Main Road, and Dave's is on right.
Sorry?
What kind of realises that maybe he's not having such a good time in London, and maybe there's other places in the country he could also be.
Oh!
No, I'll get it in a run. Hey, Olive.
Thank you.
I play Alexandra, and she is a doctor in the A&E. And her journey is basically she wants to set up a walk-in clinic because the NHS is a little bit crowded and chaotic, and her goal is to set up a clinic that basically isn't for emergencies. We're proposing a walk-in free clinic. They can write prescriptions, run diagnostic tests, make referrals.
Sounds like a good idea.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, well, the NHS agrees, but they've already been pared to the bone.
And the council weren't interested, so thought I'd try Dave.
So she ends up working with Dave. She's a fictional character. She's not based on anyone real.
The police or the magistrates might find me a few quid. I'm not going to prison.
Yeah, but you would have a criminal record, which means you wouldn't be able to run a financial institution of any kind.
Yeah, exactly. If they get a conviction for this, they've won. There's no more Bank of Dave.
There you go, love.
Thank you.
One illustration of a favourite costume is actually of a sort of quite small character in that it's only in a couple of scenes. And we were very lucky to get Steve Edge to play this character, who's a great actor and very funny.
Right, first up, all the way from London, it's Hugh.
Get yourself up there, you.
And he plays the compere at the karaoke, which we could have taken in a very kind of straight direction, just normal everyday clothes. But we decided it'd be more fun to just build up a little backstory. So Steve and I talked about the fact that he had a kind of boring 9-to-5 job. So his comparing the karaoke was, for him, his big thing. So he had an outfit for this. And so we kind of pushed the envelope a wee bit. And along with Mel, the makeup designer, we kind of went for a look that we described as Ryland's dad. And so he has this green sparkly kind of jacket teamed with a cream roll neck and some jewellery. And then Mel did a great thing, quiffing his hair and giving him really sharp kind of beard lines with a bit of fake tan that doesn't quite fit him. And it just kind of made it more fun.
You know this one, you like this one.
Sorry, no thank you.
Oh, come on.
No, thank you.
No, I just pressed play.
I really like Hugh's karaoke scene because he was hilarious, and just watching Joel do his thing and improvise his way through that karaoke song was just genius and very funny.
I honestly don't want to do this.
You'll be fine. You'll be grand.
I really don't want to.
That's funny.
Oh, like,
Here he goes.
it's bigger than you. And you are not me. I don't know this song. So I will go to. Oh no, I've said too much. Yes, I've set it up. Yes, you know, don't you? Do you want to swap? No. That's me in the corner. Oh, shit. That's me in the spot. Right, losing my religion. God, trying to keep up with you, oh, and I don't know.
I also actually really like the first, what they call the meet cute, which is the first meeting between, our romantic leads. We're always looking for, the whole point of a romantic comedy is it's not like two people fall in love and then they're in love. They've got to have endless series of barriers between it. The best possible way is to have two people that actually hate each other because they've got to end up together. So in the first scene when he goes into hospital and having dropped a tyre on his foot. And is hobbling around, and he tells her that he's got private insurance, right? And she looks at him and goes, we up here in the north, we believe that, that health is a basic human right and not a privilege, accorded to the rich. It's just a great moment.
I was just wondering when I'm going to get to see a doctor. I'm in quite a lot of pain.
It won't be too long. I'm afraid it's been a busy night.
Yeah, I don't know if this makes a difference, but I've got a private healthcare plan. What?
Hear that, Dr. Ashforth? He's got a private healthcare plan.
Oh, well, wouldn't say that too loud. Round here we tend to believe that health is a basic human right, not a privilege available to only those who can afford it.
No, I'm not negating anybody else's pain. I'm just saying I'm in pain also, okay? I've dropped a car thing on my foot, okay?
Well, that was careless.
Excuse me?
Michelle, would you give him some aspirin? Wait your turn.
In the real story, Dave overcame a number of obstacles to getting the bank together, but was still faced with the problem of raising enough capital to actually have a bank.
Dave, I know how to do it.
What is it we're doing?
Making the Bank of Dave happen. We need to fight back.
I had to come up with something that was believable and that was sort of somewhere based in reality, but which would allow him to raise that money in a matter of months rather than a matter of years. Which is when I came up with the idea of the concert, because it is the case that a lot of rock stars come from this area, and that they had bought minibuses from the real Dave.
I tell you, this is going to be the biggest night this town has seen since we went up to Premiership. No, since we won the league. That was 1960.
And so then it did seem to make sense, and it also gave us, in a feel-good movie like this, where you're sort of really about rooting for these lead characters. You need a grand finale, something that's going to make people, at least walk out the cinema with a smile on their faces.
Brilliant. Okay, speak soon. Dave?
Come here. I want you to meet someone. This is Rick Purdy, a legendary music promoter.
Hey, hello,
He's a lawyer and he's from London, but don't hold that against him.
Fuck me, double whammy.
Yeah, Rick's managed some amazing bands.
Really? Any I would have heard of?
Saxon, Bad Company, Def Leppard.
Oh no, shut up. No, you don't.
Yeah, well, they're still going strong. I'm still in touch with the lads. I mean, Rick Savage only lives down the road.
Does he? I used to play...
It was Def Leppard's first time performing together for like 2.5 years. So just seeing them, the excitement that they got just being back on stage, admittedly in front of, not that many people, but it was, it felt really special to be sort of amongst that experience for them, as well as getting to goon around as much as I did.
And action, Paul.
You ready? Right, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the moment I've been waiting for bloody years. It is my privilege to welcome on stage one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
Come on.
Yes.
Right now, live on stage, it's Def Leppard!
I do have a favourite scene, and it is Dave going on stage and singing with Def Leppard. And I like it for two reasons. First off, because Rory is actually brilliant in how he does it. And secondly, I think it's because he, in that scene, is achieving kind of every teenage boy's dream about being a rock star.
Incredible scenes tonight at Burnley Turf Moor Football Stadium, where a concert has helped raise money to set up the first new bank in over 150 years.
What makes it good, I think the reason we're making it is not because it's really funny, because I think we see funny all the time. It's because it's a movie with heart, and that and it's a movie that's real.
This is bigger even than Burnley.
And I think that the message of it, a bit like the message of the Fisherman movie, but perhaps even more so, is about something we've lost in the world, about something that's important. In terms of community, in terms of people helping each other, in terms of the way a society, the ties that bind in a society.
Enough of your greed. Enough of giving money to those that don't need it and out to them that do.
So it'd be cool if they could just be reminded through this film that banks are not really their best friend. They're just a business like everything else.
We're saying that there's another way, a better way.
What I'd like them to take away is that there are people out there that are really, really altruistic and, want to give. And I think I've seen Dave and seen the joy that he has and the happiness and, that ability to kind of help others. when you've done well in your life and to pay it forward, really.
I'm nothing special, I'm just Dave from Burnley. So if I can do it, anyone can. And they should. All over. Because helping each other, where we can, how we can, that's what community is all about. So thank you. Thank you, everybody.
People of Burnley welcomed us, the people of Leeds welcomed us, so I know people say it, but I want you to believe that this was it's such a joyful experience, and it was all enhanced again by the people and the crew that were up there.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, Burnley is such almost a character within the film. There's just no question that we obviously had to shoot in Burnley. And it was a great experience. We were really, really welcome. We shot at Turf Moor, we shot all around the town, and I think because it's an authentic story, physically shooting in Burnley as well, which was a key part in it. And it was a really great experience. And as Chris said, everyone welcomed us, and it's a real pleasure.
So guys, that is a wrap on the Bank of Dave.
Well done.
Thanks everyone. Thank you very much.
Two, take three.
Wait for action.
3, 2, 1 to camera.
Hey! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
And that's a cut there.